Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love
What's up,
you,
y'all?
Mickey.
It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. As I stated to y'all in my last video, the official arrests were not made in the Oblock RICO case until October 13th, 2021. Based on the paperwork, the murder of FBG Duck happened on August 4th, 2020. So I know a lot of y'all may be like, well, why did it take so long? Did they not find out to the very end or very last minute? Well, let's talk about it. Let's first start off at the local investigation, and then we'll go over to the federal paperwork. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind to this first document that you see on your screen. At the top, it has a date. If you see that date, it says August 4th, 2020, which is the date of FBG Duck's murder, okay? And I want y'all to pay attention to the time. It says 1901. So that means it was about 7:01 p.m. when Carlos Offert's paperwork was pulled on the date of the murder, okay? And later on, I'll get into the time that the murder actually occurred, and I just want y'all to keep that in mind, okay? Now, further on with the paperwork, it goes into his background. We're not going to get into all that right now for another video. We are going to look into why was his name even looked up. And to be honest, it was about 3 hours or less after the murder. Well, this is why. According to the local investigation that was done on the FBG murder case, a black Ford Fusion was seen leaving Parkway Gardens, aka Oblock, traveling all the way to the murder scene. And guess what? A license plate reader picked up on that license plate, and guess what the car came back to? Or guess who the car came back to? You got it. To Carlos Offert. So, of course, I'm not sitting here saying that's the only reason why they figured out that possibly to Carlos Offert had something to do with it. However, it definitely set the foundation, because within 3 hours, your name is already brought up due to the tag on the car that is being allegedly seen by witnesses leaving the crime. I'm just saying it definitely wasn't a good thing to have that happen. However, more things came out of it. So if we move over to the federal documentations, okay, it is being stated in the federal paperwork that statements made by Offert to witness 6 on the day of Weekly's murder, including that Offert was on the way to Midway Auto and needed a ride from the dealership. Also, to take Offert and his acquaintances, or co-conspirators, as they got it listed in the paperwork, to individual G's residence, okay? Then it goes down to say, statements made by Offert to the employee from Midway Auto on the day of Weekly's murder, including that Offert was on his way to the dealership in order to return the Ford Fusion for the purpose of concealment and to avoid detection by law enforcement by getting rid of the vehicle he had just used in the murder of Weekly. And based on the paperwork, they are stating that this is actually proven facts of the case, that they have witnesses and evidence to show. So I don't know how they're going to get from up under that one. Now, what I would like to point your attention to is to the document that states government's response to defendants to Carlos Offert's motion to suppress statements. Okay, let's get into it. So the document states that to Carlos Offert has moved to suppress statements that he provided to law enforcement following his arrest on October 13, 2021, arguing that those statements were obtained in violation of his Miranda rights. Further goes to state, if defendant elects to testify at trial, and if he testified inconsistently with the statements he made to law enforcement on October 13, 2021, the government may then seek leave from court to use the defendant's post-arrest statements solely to impeach the defendant. Yes, that's exactly what it says is in your screen. I know y'all like, Mickey, well, what did he say? Like, we have to know what he says to determine if he provided a statement. I know. Well, let me tell you, I can't tell you what he said because I wasn't there. However, I can tell you what his legal team said happened. So it says here, if you look down there, number 2, he was subject to custodial interrogation by FBI agents James M. and Alex P. on October 13, 2021 at approximately 7:37 a.m. in Chicago, Illinois. He was sleepy. Like, what the world? Okay. Regarding the subject matter of this case, Discovery Media 5-2. Ooh, they got a audio of this, okay? Then it says that Agent Maluka Mirandized him, and Mr. Alford replied. According to the documentation, it says that after Alford was Mirandized, he replied to the agents, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to answer nothing. I'm not going to talk to you, okay? Then it says that Mr. Alford lay down on a couch and Agent Maluka ordered him to sit up and talk to us, okay? It then says that Alford put his shirt up and covered his face during the interrogation. Then the agents continue interrogating him, and he made statements to the government that can be used against him. So it seems like although he did invoke his Fifth Amendment, he went back on it, and they got him to talking somehow, some way, okay? So they're saying that this violated his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Now, it further goes into, without the right to cut off question, the setting of in-custody interrogation operates on the individual to overcome free choice and producing a statement after privilege has been invoked, okay? In conclusion, the government agents interrogated Mr. Alford after he indicated he wished to remain silent. As a result, his statement should be suppressed. I wonder what he said. Like, again, it doesn't tell you bit by bit, but it's an audio or a video or both that if this case goes to trial, will be played at trial. And guess what? Now it makes sense to why the government is saying, hey, we're not going to use it against you because we have a plethora of other stuff. But however, if you go to testify on that stand and you waver from what you said, we are then going to use the information. And guess what? Pretty sure they're going to show the video of what you actually said in your interrogation. Ooh, this is a lot. Okay, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and close out because that's the end of the paperwork at this point for this defendant. However, we do have many, many others to go through. So for now, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. Your girl, Mickey Truth, is always with the work. And definitely go to MickeyTruth.com and get you that merch. Holla! Storm trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm.